Hello there, this is DBT, and this are the rooms. And alright, let's play some more Asphalt 9, the global version on Android, and today we're gonna be having a look at the showroom because, oh boy, what an interesting thing it is. Now, we already knew that this was coming, was mentioned in the patch notes, and in fact they have been making, they made some posts and announcements in terms of how the showroom was gonna work and all of that stuff. But the reality is that you don't really get to understand it until you see it in front of you and you actually see what it's gonna be like. And I've had a look, and man, it seems interesting, it seems grindy, but I am actually not against it if I am understanding things correctly. Now, first, I'm doing a little bit of a race with the Dunkerboard GT something, whatever, I can never remember the name of this, something of series, whatever. I'm driving this car because why not? It's not the best car for Ghost Slipstream, but as you can see on the title on this song that is playing right now, you gotta be quick or you'll be dead. Or something like that. That's the name, right? Something like that. I don't know. Just wanted to start with a race because why not? Again, not the best car for this race mode, but I'm currently working on the car hunt for this car in the Switch version of the game. So I thought, hey, let me remind myself what this car drives like in the global version, and that'll inspire me to want to finish the car hunt in the Switch. But anyway, I've beaten an Acura Vencer Sarth, oh, much faster car. A Renera Husaria, holy moly, and a couple of DS Tenses and the Acura. All right, fair enough. Originally, I was a little bit bothered by the fact that they moved the key, they moved the club from here to here just to make sure, make space for the showroom. Jesus, I'm getting all my words mixed up. But now that I see the showroom and I know what it is, okay, I can see why they did it. I mean, I still would prefer for them to have the club somewhere over here, but oh well. The showroom definitely seems like a good addition to the game. And, well, again, you kind of know already what it is, but I'll just give you a quick overview. It's basically special events that are going to be constantly repeating for you to unlock and possibly max out specific cars. Now, I already have some of these that are removed because I already own these cars. For example, the Lotus Elise Sprint, the Lotus Emira, the Monza, and the Volkswagen W12 Coupe. But there's other stuff too. There's a Renault Desire, the BMW i8 Roadster, Infinity Project Black S, another one for the W12 Coupe, which is a little different. I'll tell you why in a second. And then also the Cyan. Oh, what a beauty of a car. Now, this is different than this one because this is just to unlock, to acquire the key for the car. And then this one is to max out the car. And this is what I think is very interesting on this type of events, that unlike something, what is it called? The Starway. I had to pause to remember what it was called. Unlike the Starway, where you get the cars, but you don't get them at the maximum amount of stars. You know, if it's like the Huracan that is 5 stars, you can only get it to 4. The Onyx, which is 6 stars, you can only get it to 5. These events are not like this. These events are actually for you to max out the car. At least in terms of stars, I'm not sure if you can gold the cars from this. But for example, over here, let's have a look at the Renault Desire, which is a car that I do own. In fact, can I see it from here? Let me just click over here. Yeah. So I already own the Desire. I have it at 2 stars, but with this event, I should be able to take it to the maximum amount of stars. And you can see that over here on the little eye for information. Event replayable until the following condition is met. 128 blueprints for the Renault Desire, meaning when you get the car to the maximum amount of stars. So once I select an event, I will only have 5 days to complete it, which, like I said, is just like like a special event. And then it has several stages and you need to complete it. Obviously, this is going to cost you tickets. You do the conditions with the car and whatever, and eventually you're going to be getting some additional blueprints. Now, I don't know if running this event once is enough for you to get all of the blueprints. I don't think that is the case. Because I'm seeing over here, for example, 10 blueprints from finishing this, then another 5 over here. So that's 15 blueprints. How about this stage? That's going to be another 5 blueprints, another, oh, an epic, cool. So I don't think by you finishing the event the first time you're going to be able to take the car to the maximum amount of star or anything. But that is why this thing says that it's going to be repeating. Because even if during this event you can only get a total of, I don't know, let's say 35 blueprints, then it will repeat and you'll be able to do it all over and get another 35 blueprints, so on and so forth, until you get all of the blueprints that are required. Once you clear this up, this event will show up on this side because you will already have finished it. So, like I said, I think this is very, very interesting because cars, for example, like the BMW i8 Roadster is was a very, very rare car. I've never really understood why this car was so rare, but it was very rare. In fact, do I even own it? I'm not even sure. No, I don't think I do, or do I? No, I do, but I only have it at 1 star, so you can tell that it's been difficult for me to acquire blueprints for this car. It's a very rare one. And over here, thanks to this, I should be able to get the car. However, this specific showroom event, you can see that it has support cars like a regular special event would. Over here, we have the Volkswagen XL whatever, we got the Challenger, we got a Camaro, we got the Hemi whatever. And obviously, this is precisely so that newer players, a player that is completely new to the game, won't be able to unlock this car right away. In order to be able to do this, well, first of all, there's some locks of your garage level. Honestly, I don't know what is the lock for this, but I know, for example, for the Cyan, you need to be in garage level 18. But either way, even for a Class D cars, there's still gonna be certain requirements that you need to meet. But these are not extremely difficult requirements, to be completely honest. For example, over here for the Project Infinity Black, you don't own the car, but if you try to do the race, you will notice, oh no, actually this one is with the race. Okay, never mind. The Renault Desert, for example, it allows you to use other cars even though they're not exactly required in order to do that. The part that I think is really cool is, for example, the Volkswagen W12 Coupe, because this is an elite B-class car, and in theory with this, if we look over here, it has the same thing where 245 blueprints for the car, which means taking the car to 6 stars. And an elite Class B car at 6 stars, that seems like a pretty good deal. So obviously this is gonna be difficult, I don't imagine. I haven't even looked now. I haven't even looked, but it's gonna be, yeah, 885 conditions. That's a lot of conditions. That's a lot of races that you need to do. And the situation is also that this is time, right? You have 2 weeks to do it. Is that enough to finish all of that? You're gonna have to be grinding this quite a bit in order to do it. But again, in order to get this car, that seems like a great deal. Same situation over here with the Cyan. If we look, same situation, 300 blueprints, meaning being able to take the car to 6 stars. Not even in the Switch I have that. This is amazing. This is great. Though, this one is not one that I'll be able to do because, unfortunately, the requirements are higher. You can see that the W12 is required. This is a relatively common car, the McLaren 720, is that what it is? Gentiaculone, the Veneno, and they start repeating. The problem is that later on, I was having a quick look at the stages, for example, over here. Then you need to have the Veneno at 6 stars. How am I gonna have a Veneno at 6 stars? I don't have it at 6 stars. So that is unfortunately a bit of a roadblock, and I don't know if this was intentional or not. Apparently, there's gonna be packs just like in special events where you'll be able to get some additional blueprints, but for this case, it's specifically for the Cyan, not for the Veneno. How am I gonna get the Veneno blueprints? This is the one part that I'm not fully on board with, because I don't understand. The Gentiaculone, now this is because I started playing the game too late in the life of Asphalt 9, but I don't have it to 6 stars even though it's required 6 stars, and that is simply because I haven't found enough blueprints on the store. It's possible to do it because you can buy them over there, but still kind of a tough one. What kind of rewards does it have? Yeah, blueprints for the featured card, not for the support card, or what is this? No, same situation. So yeah, I don't know, eventually I'll get to this. Honestly, the way that I think I'm gonna be doing this, it's to unlock this sequentially. Like I said, a bunch of this is already pre-finished because I already have these cars, but let's select the Renault Desert. I would love to jump into trying to get stuff for the Cyan, but I know that I'm gonna be, it's gonna stop at some point, you know, I'm gonna be blocked. So instead, let's go for the Renault Desert and let's see what happens. So now that the showroom car has been selected, now I don't get any more of the options, but here we go. Oh, see events. You can still see them over here. I see now. All right, so let's see. Race. I have 4 days and 5 days basically, right? And it starts counting from the moment that you started, that you chose it. That's kind of cool. So let's go in here. And we got some requirements. The classic stuff. Do some jumps, nitro bottles. Oh, and actually look at that. I need to finish it with the Camaro in order to get this, or with the DS10s to get that. Win the race, do some stunts. Oh boy, this is the stuff that... This is always a problem with this type of events, and it's something that I wish it wasn't like this in this game, where you kind of have to memorize before you jump into the race what it is that you gotta do. Now I'll say that it's nice that at least this is 1 ticket. I think later on it becomes 2 tickets in other events, or maybe on higher, what would I say, higher tiers of the event. But anyway, so I wish they had a way to pin the missions pin whatever it is that you gotta do on the screen so that, oh yeah, I need to do X amount of stuns, I need to do some shockwaves, I need to do some knockdowns, because I already forgot. Did I have to do knockdowns? I don't know. I'm gonna do it anyway just to make sure, and I think I did have to do some stuns and airtime. I'm gonna do some perfect nitro. Basically what I've learned whenever I find myself in this situation is try to do a little bit of everything. Do some perfect nitro, do some shockwaves, do some flat spins, do some little bit of everything, and if I am lucky enough, I should be able to cover the requirements that were asked of me. Nitro bottles, I think that was another one. I missed that. Okay, got it. A couple of this, and let's hope that I managed to cover the conditions that they were asking. Only here it shows you, but holy moly, 30! That's a lot. Oof. All right, I think I did just about everything, huh? All right, it's kind of cool. And so I start getting my rewards and some credits, and only one blueprint I got from that. Did I miss anyone? No, this is with the other cars. So no, I think I did pretty good. All right, but 30 races, holy moly. Like I said, this at least it's one ticket. But I remember when I was looking at other of these events, it said 2 tickets. I hope it remains to be 1 ticket, because otherwise this is going to be an absolute pain in the rear. No, it's 1 ticket so far. At least in this event is 1 ticket. I would imagine that probably in the higher ranked cars, it's going to be more tickets, but I really hope I'm wrong. Okay, let me do another run. This time I'll do it with the DS E10s. So overall, like I said, this is going to be extremely grindy, but what isn't in this game, you know? What isn't grindy in this game? So in that sense, I don't think we should be too surprised or too... I mean, we should still be bothered. It is very annoying how games nowadays try to suck you up into the game itself and keep you there for as many hours a day as possible. That is indeed a bit of a... not a bit, quite a problem in my opinion. But you know, it is what it is. So... at the end of the day, it is you and it is I who decided to start playing this game, knowing, or maybe not knowing when we decided, but by now knowing what the game is like, and we're still playing it. So if anybody's it's to be blamed, I guess in a way it's us, along with the company, but well, whatever. So anyway, it is very grindy, but being able to get the Cyan, you have no idea how many hoops I had to jump on the Switch version that it's 1 year behind this in order to get enough tokens to get my Cyan blueprints, and I got it to 5 stars with a lot of effort and a lot of time. Now over here in the global version, I'll be able to just straight up unlock it and max it out so long as I have all the other requirements. Like I said, I don't know how I'm gonna do with the Veneno situation, but oh well. So yes, that is the showroom. Again, interesting, grindy. Definitely you need to be playing this quite a bit in order to get the most out of it, but at least there is a way for you to get some cars that were very, very rare. Maybe not necessarily the Desire, but the rest of the cars are very rare. So I think that is a good thing to have. Oh, never mind, the Lotus Elise is easy to get, whatever. I think overall it is a positive. So before we end this, we might as well do one more race with the Deus Vayanne, because right now this thing, it is available for you to play with. So let's play with it. Over time, we will find out if there are some paywalls in those events. Honestly, I don't know. I would imagine there are. Hopefully there aren't, because from what I remember in the wording that they said it seemed like a more free-to-play type of event, and thus the extreme grind, because you know that's kind of how it works. Either it is about pay to win, give me some money and make your life easy, or grind the living crap out of it, as you can see, for example, in things like car hunts, right? You can do it the free way and it's gonna take you ages, or you can just, oh god, oh come on! I absolutely hate that ramp. It's such a pain in the... I'm okay. I really don't like this track. I really don't like this car, so yay, what a great combination. But yeah, we'll see what it is. Again, right now I'm all flustered by the idea of being able to get some of those cars that I don't have, specifically the Cyan. Oh my god, looks so cool and all that stuff, but we have to see. We know that at the end of the day, the whole idea is to make, for Game Love to make some money out of the whole thing. So I would imagine that indeed it is made for you to grind it, or maybe there's a way for you to make it a little bit easier if you put some money into it. I don't know. It serves me it serves nothing. I don't know how to say that. It has no sense for me to be speculating on it. I need to have some more experience with this type of event, and then I will be able to say, yes, I see now where the paywall is. I understand now. So Deus Vayanne, rank of 5082, really good acceleration. I would imagine this might just be the best acceleration in classes, especially for high tier cars, meaning cars that are above the 4800 rank or whatever. Top speed, well, I think this is average-ish top speed for class S. It's not incredibly high, but the handling and the nitro, they're mid. But as usual, these cars and low handling doesn't tell you a whole lot, because it really just has to do with how good or bad it drifts. Okay, now we got into a track that isn't annoying. Man, I'm telling you, I don't know. I really don't like the Greenland track. It looks too desaturated, and the layout is alright. Actually, I don't hate the layout, but some of those ramps are such a nightmare that, well, whatever, it's fine. I'm not salty. You are salty. Oh, stop spinning. I think this is one of those cars that should be able to do floaties. Actually, let me try it. Can I do that? Okay, I don't know how to do it. Okay, I'm not a pro at this game, all right? Don't try to say that I'm trying to fool anybody. I'm not a pro, so I don't know. But it does feel like this is a car for floaties. So a very, very agile car for such a high rank. It actually reminds me maybe a little bit of the Koenigsegg Gemera, or Gemera, however you want to call it, that was surprisingly agile, very highly ranked, and people are saying that it's very, very over-ranked, because the stats doesn't seem to reflect a great performance in terms of top speed and things like that. But it would seem that Game of is also valuing quite a lot when it comes to rank the capability for cars to be more agile, thanks to great drift and floaty capabilities and all of that. Now, I don't have anything to back up this claim, but that does seem to be the case as to why some of these cars seem over-ranked, but in practice, they can actually really kick some butt. But alright, there you have it. Just want to drive a little bit of this car because it's there. I really don't care for it. I will not be getting the car. That's normally how it works for me in special events, but it's alright. At least I get to drive it a little bit in the free try. But alright, why don't you tell me in the comments, what is the car that you're gonna go first in the showroom? Are you interested in that? Which is gonna be your favorite? And what are your chances to unlock the Deus Vayanne? Because I don't imagine a lot of people will be able to do it, but hey, I'm curious to hear what you think. That's all for now. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care and stay safe. Bye-bye.